My name is Tony Misseldine. With Jackson White, I practice in the area of eminent domain or condemnation law. Well, you're making me think a long time ago. My father was in legal enforcement and he worked with attorneys, U.S. attorneys, on their cases dealing with endangered species. And I thought it was fascinating to see the courtroom, the interaction between people, lawyers, judges, and I just thought that's a cool thing. I probably could do that. And got a little bit older and had some exposure to the courtroom, and I thought, I can do this. This is 38 years. Most people I've never experienced eminent domain or condemnation. They hear about it and they hear about some of the more famous cases like Kilo. But it becomes very personal when the government is knocking on your door saying, oh, by the way, we are going to buy your property at a price we think is fair, which it's not. And by the way, we'll displace you and you're going to have to go find a new place to live. And we're not going to pay you enough to make that move. You get very passionate about property rights. It's an area that it's constitutionally based. And so fighting the good fight for the mom and pop and the property owners is what I love to do and truly enjoy. Looking for an eminent domain attorney, there are precious few that do this full time and really understand the breadth of the issues, the ups and the downs. So you don't look at buses, on the sides of buses, you don't look at bus stops or billboards. If you do an internet search, you've got to search for someone who does a full-time practice. Beat the government. I want my clients to, when we walk out of a settlement or the courtroom, to be pleased with how they're being treated, that they feel like they're finally being compensated fairly and that they're receiving a process that has worked to their advantage. Having clients who thank you, rarely, at least in my profession, I don't get a lot of thank yous, but there are those folks who truly appreciate what has been done for them. They have taken a very distressing process and situation where they're losing family property or something that's very important to them, and we've been able to work together, get to know each other, and find a way to get a result that makes them feel like I've told my story, I've had my day, and I've been treated fairly.